Welcome back to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today because honestly, we are tackling one of the absolute most transformative tools in data analysis. Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we're going to master the incredibly powerful KNIME GroupBy node. I mean, if you've ever just stared at a massive spreadsheet and felt completely overwhelmed, kind of lost in the matrix, this explainer is exactly what you need. Here's a quick look at our journey today. We'll start with drowning in raw data, then meet the GroupBy node itself. After that, we'll cover grouping and aggregation methods, walk through a step-by-step sales example, and finally, wrap up with some expert best practices and pitfalls. Short, sweet, and packed with value. So, part 1, drowning in raw data, or as I like to call it, the 100,000 row problem. Look, this is the modern manager's ultimate dilemma, right? Imagine you've got this massive sales file, a literal row for every single order. Having all that transaction level detail is super common, but here's the catch. Raw data only provides detail. It's the aggregated data that actually provides direction. If you're trying to review 100,000 individual transactions, it's like looking at individual leaves and completely missing the forest. You just can't compare departments or make real strategic decisions when you're stuck in the chaos of isolated records. We absolutely need a way to summarize this stuff so we can actually spot the patterns. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. How exactly do we extract meaning, and more importantly, direction, from thousands of individual transactions without writing a single line of code? We all know we need to summarize data to decide stuff like where to allocate budgets or how to revise pricing. But, what if you aren't a programmer? Well, that brings us to section 2, meet the GroupBy node, the ultimate aggregation tool. Now, what's really interesting about this tool is it is the absolute hero of our explainer today because it literally does the heavy lifting for you, completely code-free. GroupBy Analysis is essentially a data aggregation method that divides your records up into categories and then automatically calculates summary statistics for each one. So in plain English, it takes the total chaos, organizes it neatly by a category, like say your sales regions, and converts those thousands of detailed records into meaningful summaries. You end up with just one clean row for each unique group. It's a total game changer. All right, section 3, grouping and aggregation methods. Really, this boils down to just 2 core decisions. To wield this node effectively, you really only need to think about these 2 things. First up, your grouping columns. This is where you define the buckets or categories used to organize your data. Think region, department, or month. And second, your aggregation columns. This is the actual math that you want summarized within those buckets. Like, do you want the sum of sales, the mean of the customer ratings? You just pick the category, and then you pick the math. Let's actually look at that math in action, starting with the sum aggregation. Imagine your North region has 3 individual sales records. Let's say 1,200 pounds, 600 pounds, and 750 pounds. The GroupBy node effortlessly just adds these numerical values together to get a grand total of 2,550 pounds. Boom, done. It's absolutely perfect for calculating things like total revenue, total costs, or total units sold. But hey, maybe you want to calculate the central value instead, using the average or mean aggregation. The node simply takes that exact same 2,550 pound total from the North region, divides it by the 3 orders, and finds your central value of 850 pounds. This is exactly what you'd use to figure out your average order value, an average employee salary, or maybe average delivery times. And finally, we have the count aggregation. The node simply looks at the data and identifies that the North region had 3 total transaction records. Count is just fantastic for quickly identifying volume, the sheer number of orders or customers, or even the number of complaints a specific branch has received. And honestly, the best part of all this, the GroupBy node can calculate the sum, the average, and the count all at the exact same time. Okay, moving on to section 4, step-by-step sales example, from raw data to insights. Let's see how this builds as we transition out of the theory. Let's look at a highly practical business scenario. Here is a really streamlined 6-step workflow. You start by importing and cleaning the dataset. And listen, this step is absolutely critical. You've got to standardize your text. If you have North with a capital N and North with a lowercase n, KNIME might just treat them as 2 completely separate groups. Once your data is squeaky clean, you add the GroupBy node, select your grouping category, we're going to use region here, and configure those aggregations. Finally, you rename your output columns so they actually make sense for business reports, sort them, and visualize the results. So consider our raw input data here. We have 6 individual orders. And notice how the regions are totally scattered around. North, south, north again, east, south, north. Plus, there are different product categories, sales amounts, units, and customer ratings all mixed in. Trying to make strategic decisions just by staring at this wall of numbers, good luck, right? It's really difficult. So we're going to group this by region and aggregate the sales, the units, and the ratings. And bam, here is the aggregated output from the GroupBy node. I mean, just look at the clarity here. We now have just 3 simple rows, one for each unique region. You can instantly see that the North region totally dominates in total sales volume at 2,550 pounds. But wait, look at the East region. It actually has a much higher average order value of 1,500 pounds and the highest average customer rating at 4.80. The South region, meanwhile, is kind of lagging behind in both average order value and rating. See that? We've gone from raw noise to pure, actionable business insight in seconds. And this brilliantly illustrates why we can seamlessly connect visualization nodes, like a standard bar chart, right to the GroupBy output. Visuals make these differences pop instantly. However, a quick word of caution when you're looking at this data. Notice that the East region's incredibly high average order value and rating, well, they're actually based on just a single order. A high average derived from a super small number of records might not actually represent stable long-term performance. And this proves exactly why looking at multiple aggregations together, like checking your count alongside your averages, is absolutely necessary. Before we keep going, I do want to briefly clarify when you should use the GroupBy node versus its really close cousin in KNIME, the pivoting node. Basically, the GroupBy node is your go-to for straightforward category-level summaries. It creates one row per unique group, like total sales by region. The pivoting node, on the other hand, is best for multidimensional cross-tabulations. It turns your categories into both rows and columns. Like, for example, if you wanted regions as your rows, but product categories stretched out as your columns. So, rule of thumb, choose GroupBy for straightforward summaries and pivoting when you need a complex matrix-style comparison. Which brings us to the home stretch, Section 5, Best Practices and Pitfalls, Mastering Data Aggregation. Knowing how to actually use the node is one thing. Avoiding the common traps is what truly makes you an expert. So let's run through these common mistakes together. First up, never ever group by completely unique identifiers like an order ID. Doing that just produces one group for every single order, which literally defeats the entire purpose of aggregation. Second, do not ignore inconsistent text spacing or capitalization, like retail versus retail, because that just creates messy, unnecessary duplicate groups. Third, using the sum aggregation for variables that obviously require an average. I mean, summing up customer ratings, that makes 0 sense. And finally, confusing a standard transaction count with a unique count. Just remember, counting 10 transactions is very different from counting the 6 unique customers who actually made them. On the flip side, let's talk about some expert best practices. Always define your specific business question first, so you don't end up just selecting aggregation methods at random. Clean and standardize those category values before you do anything. Carefully decide how you're going to handle missing data, because blank spaces can totally throw off your averages. Oh, and rename your output columns. The node is going to spit out technical names like sum parentheses sales, but you really should rename them to something business-friendly, like total sales, so your managers can instantly understand them without translating. And lastly, just manually validate one small group to double-check your configuration. Following these rules just ensures you get accurate results that you can confidently present to management, whether that's in sales, HR, or marketing. So the crucial point is this: always compare volume against quality. High total sales might just mean a region had a ton of transactions, but looking at the average order value, that reveals the true performance. If you only look at total volume, you might mistakenly think a specific branch is your absolute best performer, while completely missing the fact that their average customer rating is totally plummeting. Calculating both totals and averages together is exactly how you avoid making misleading and, frankly, costly business decisions. Well, we've definitely covered a lot of ground today, from taming hundreds of thousands of rows of messy raw data to pulling out the exact sums, averages, and counts that tell the real story behind your business. So now that you understand the powerful mechanics of the GroupBy node, what massive data set are you going to transform into actionable insights today? Seriously, open up KNIME, grab that massive spreadsheet you've been putting off, and just start exploring. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer, and I'll catch you next time.